I also have to keep the player profiles rolling because there are a few good ones left, including today's. Because today, I'm going to profile one of the biggest threats to win a strap. He's also one of the newest Smackoff contenders in the entire field. Believe it or not, unlike Portland woman, V in the Fee is a pretty recent phenomenon. He's quickly become a constant, everyday presence on this show, but actually does not go very far back as a caller, not like most of the others. In fact, incredibly, Smackoff 29 was V's first ever Smackoff call, and he finished 9th. I can't believe that. He's only been in one Smackoff. Now, when I say he only finished 9th, it's actually pretty impressive. Pretty impressive for a debut Smackoff call. Anybody who top 10s on their first try actually crushed it. But I have to admit, one 9th place finish is not the bulkiest resume for a guy considered to be a major contender by many. Usually, a single 9th place finish wouldn't even get you a player profile, right? But V, well, V is an unusual case. Case in point, the wild number of prediction videos that we have gotten predicting V as the champ. And I tend to agree. I think that he is a legit contender as well, on the condition that he gets his head out of the toilet, if he can do that. If he can branch out from his bathroom smack and his smack against his hated fats, he may very well have a look at this thing. He might just rip that strap. But that's a big if, right? I know V has range. The problem is he doesn't always show it. Perfect example. When he fixated on the alleged anniversary of my diarrhea take for weeks and weeks. And then when the day came, insisted on calling in to celebrate Diarrhea Day.
For the anniversary, I hope it's okay with you. I took the liberty of getting you and DJ a dinner reservation at Taco Bell. I would have booked Javier's, but every day is Diarrhea Day at the Bell. And hey, Alan and Cindy, I feel your pain because unwore my HR and my coworkers for not wanting to celebrate today. I got the last laugh, though, because I spiked the Friday donuts with X-Lax to make sure everyone on the job gets to celebrate at some point. And don't worry about those coworkers, Jim. That diarrhea-induced trip to the toilet will be the most weight those fats have lost in months. But when it comes down to it, let me say this, Roman, your take. Diarrhea is undefeated. Sex is undefeated. The apparatus is undefeated. Now, look, I love sex, but diarrhea has to beat sex. Because if you have the squirts, I doubt anyone in the bedroom is going to rack me. I'm out.
You know, in terms of duration, I don't know if that guy's ever lasted that long on a phone call without getting run. So I wasn't at all surprised to hear V's take that diarrhea beats sex. Of course he thinks so. That's his whole personality. Give me diarrhea over getting nice. Any day of the week, sign V. V also loves a fake holiday. Nobody was more jacked about Diarrhea Day than V. Probably because it doesn't actually exist. Nor does Juicemas. But that did not stop V from celebrating like this.
Juicemas is here. OJ is near. Best to stay clear or your neck will be sheared. Juicy Claus doesn't follow laws and he wears gloves to hide his bloody paws. OJ doesn't know who killed Ron and Nicole, but we do know that fat Kardashian was his kid because before she was fat, she took Charlie and she was bigger than him. Jurors with no brains who can't spell DNA, Pedro Guerrero, Marsha Clark, Johnny Cochran, and Bill Walsh. Who will be killed? I don't know, but don't you dare try to return any sunglasses. Otherwise, your throat will be slashed in. Columbia neckties, time to die. Loose ass necks. Juice is the best. Rome is killing it on X, and Juice killed his ex. Now hack me. I'm
Oh, dude. Hack me? I'm out? This dude is something else. Nobody loves swinging from the low-hanging vines in the jungle like my dude V. Again, my real question is, can he evolve beyond the lowest hanging vines in the jungle, or will he continue to devolve? Listen, this dude's got plenty of creativity. Don't get it twisted. It's just that he tends to waste that creativity and game and talent on ideas like calling here as fake Reese McGuire on a car phone. Let's go to Reese on a car phone.
Hey, you Jimmy. Thanks for the Vine. I'm really excited to be here, man. Like, really excited to be here from my car phone. But I heard you're open. I know everyone thinks I'm a big jerk, especially that jerk Cal Contrail calling me Reese McJurgens, Pee-wee Reese McGuire, Felice McGuire. Real mature, dude. Give yourself a hand, like I always do. Sorry, Rome. I always eat KFC in my car, and I keep choking on this chicken. But anyways, I drive a stick shift, so let me grip this stick and go manual override and get the hell to the ballpark. Reese McGuire doing him on the phone. Out.
You see what I mean? Like, this dude cannot help himself. V cannot help himself. V is a habitual line stepper. V's whole vibe is find that line, then stomp on that line as long as he possibly can and see how long he can get away with it before Alvin runs him. But I have to admit, I keep coming back for more. The dude cracks me up. He always has. I'm pretty sure he always will. Will it be enough, though, to rip a strap? Does he even want to win? That's always been my question about V. Does he even want to win? I think that he's got enough game to win or hit the podium, but does he want to? Or will he always do this? Because deep down he knows he's not going to win. I don't know. But I got to give him this much. No matter what, the jungle is definitely better with him. Yo, my brother, the jungle is better with you, even if I'm partially embarrassed to admit that out loud. Why do I say that? Listen to this.
Neil, I'll see you in Laughlin, Romy Stillskin. Bring some chapstick, though. It's supposed to be windier than James Kelly's girl, Wendy Williams. But let's drink, gamble together, and hit DK Mudcast's favorite table. Craps. Your hairline is running away from your eyebrows faster than all those models that run away from you after you force them to take a picture with you, you creep. Bent over to tie my shoes. I look up, and who's right in my face? The backside of Ian pulled my finger to her, and he gave me pink eye. Man, this is some BS. The Lakers, you are a joke. You better get your asses back in this series, and don't make no dumbass excuse that, we just got Luka at the deadline. This is a new team. BS. They're better than the Wolves. You can beat the Wolves. I actually have audio footage of the conversation between LeBron and Rob Pelinka. Hey, yo, Rob, bring me conspiracy theory Irving. No. Enough is enough. You do you, King, and let me get like Pee-wee in a movie theater and do me. Jack Nicholson. And man, did he get fat. I can't handle the fruit. Diarrhea, Darvin Ham Sando. Shut up. Pathetic. You come in here trying to brown nose Rome because you know you like to give yourself a brown nose after smelling your own finger. Brown mustache freak. I'm going full piano man and driving my car through everyone's house because hell yeah, Sam Darnold. I see you, baby. I mean, did you see that bomb he dropped? And no, Jeff in Richmond, I'm not talking about the atomic bombs you drop in your toilet every morning. We're up by 8 points with 3 minutes left. And he brings Dressbrick back in. And what happened? The Lakers collapse and fold like a tent. I almost threw up. Actually, I did. My beef is with the WNBA for how they're handling this whole thrown dildo situation. Next time, have a foam finger night, and instead of the kiss cam, you can have the rubber fist cam. If Peppermint, you drive this Laker bus like John Elway drives a golf cart. Genius move, brother. Shannon Sharp would say. OnlyFans in the house. Put it in her mouth. Choke her out. Lakers are out. You're the one who called me out first. Now, you know that saying. You made your bed. Now watch your wife fantasize about me in it. Keep my name and your phone out of your mouth. War Dom's wives having my name in her phone say that Dickie V, because she knows that's what she's going to get when she calls, baby. I mean, last week, I know I got ran for this. I called and I said the receivers are like Joy Taylor's legs, which is way out of line. I should have said that about the receivers. Because this week, the offensive line was like Joy Taylor's legs. Because we can get Aya Farty, a.k.a. I afraid to call unless there's 5 girls on the line, versus Fat Jeff in Richmond, whose call will take up 3 segments, just like how he takes up 3 airline seats. I'm looking out for that missing iPad. Hey, Rit, I said missing iPad, not your missing eyebrows, you old bag of dirt. Now go bring Brian McWeber his nuggets and cups of chicken grease. The difference between me and these losers on the bubble for the Smackoff, they would be satisfied getting a golden ticket, where I'm only satisfied winning the whole bleeping thing. I got to go back to work. I'm an online karate instructor. Unwar people who take drugs, i.e. airport security. Now rack me, B and the fee.
I mean, seriously, give me a minute to regain my composure. Holy crap, Alvy. That, in and of itself, and we do that for every Smackoff profile, we get a montage at the very end. That montage right there may be better than the Smackoff promo, and nothing's better than the Smackoff promo. That was insane. Now, I'm not saying that means he's going to win, but damn. The stuff that comes out of that guy's mouth. And how many times was he run during that montage? Almost every single phone call ended with him getting run. Except at the very end, you heard him say it. I mean, I'm not like the rest of you losers. I'm here to win. V, are you? Because based on that, if you could get through your call on that day, you might be able to. But that's the biggest if in the jungle. I'm not even sure how you got through it in Smackoff 29. But then again, a lot has changed between then and now. And not all for the good, my guy. But damn, dude, you make me laugh. What a wild man. You see what I'm saying? So he's the reigning 9th place finisher in Smackoff 29. And you know his ceiling is so much higher than that. Hey, V, in your case, the ceiling truly is the roof. And the floor is the toilet. Man, my guy, stay out of the toilet. Stay out of the toilet, and then who knows what can happen. Look at that graphic that we built. So there's V. Actually, V sent that. We didn't even do that. I thought that was a Lorne production. So if you're watching on the stream right now, let me explain what you see. If I'm not mistaken, that's Iray flying with a pizza box as a briefcase, if I had to guess. Then you move over a couple things and you see a car wrapped around a tree, or a tree wrapped around a car. Knowing V, I'm going to assume that's Alec Baldwin's car. Then you got a flying rat. That could refer to anybody. And then it looks like there's a bloody glove. Damn, V. V is wild. All right, so what do you think? Now that you've heard that, do you think that's somebody that can win, or is that somebody who you know is going to get run and not even get through his call? I would say yes to either one of those things.